What's up, guys? I want to come to you, talk to you about Superman #3. So, this is a pretty good book. I really enjoyed this issue. My only complaint is that I feel like Superman's kind of like a side character in this issue. He's not really the main focus, and there's so much going on around him that you're not even looking through his eyes. Um, if anything, like Rogal Zar is more the main focus of the book. Um, and then it kind of hops all over the place to different places where different heroes are helping try to figure out what's going on. And Superman just kind of hops in and out doing whatever he's doing. And yeah, so there's the artwork, again, I really enjoy. There's a double splash page. I think that's really cool. Um, Superman shows up. Well, you start off with Livewire, who I don't even know why she's in here. Doesn't really serve a purpose in the book at all. But kind of to say like she is trying to rob this Star Labs, I think it is, or something. And she just shows up at the beginning, and she's there to rob because of the circumstances are dire, and I'm just like, you didn't even need to include her in this. But she does have this fun interaction with Superman, where she's like, "Oh man, Superman's here. I better go." And then she kind of tries to blast him, and then he's like, no, that's not gonna work." And so, and then you don't really see much of her at all again. Guess Superman kind of yells at the scientist after whatever happens, and then boom, we're in the Phantom Zone. Well, we've been in the Phantom Zone, but now we're following Rogal Zar, and he's talking to some ancient, deadly Kryptonian villain or killer or whatever. And then he fights a whole bunch of crazy guys, which is pretty interesting. Just to show how powerful he is. I think that's a really good development for the character. And then you're back, boom, back to Earth, and you see Martian Manhunter in the form of a dragon, which is pretty sweet, I will say. I think that's really cool. And you see Cyborg shooting something, trying to, I guess, well, it's hard to really tell what he's doing, but he's shooting something with some kind of pulse that he's got while he's flying on a truck. I don't know if he's fighting somebody or if he's trying to put out a fire or whatnot. It looks like he's trying to put out a fire or something like that. It's weird. Superman's flying around. That's about it. And suddenly, boom, like you get Adam Strange, which is pretty sweet. That's a cool little cameo there. He's like, where is everybody? And then, because Earth is no longer where it's supposed to be, it's in the Phantom Zone. And then you're back to Rogal Zar. Yeah, I'll get it right eventually. And then you see some of the mayhem that's going on in Metropolis. Superman drops down and says, "Cut it out." And then flies back out. And then as he's going up, he's like, "Now!" And then all the people just like, "Oh, okay. Alright. Since Superman told us to." Which sounds about right for Metropolis. At least I'm assuming this is Metropolis. Where else would it be? But I love that he just has to show up and say, "Yeah, stop that. Don't do that anymore." And then he just leaves. And he says, "Now. Stop it now." And, like, just leaves and just knows, like, yeah, they're gonna obey him. Then we jump to the Hall of Justice, which is really cool because it's got the blue Beetlemobile outside, and we see Ted Kord, Ray Palmer, Mr. Terrific. I don't know who Will Magnus is, and Ryan Choi. Choi. I don't know how to say his name. I read the first issue of his Rebirth, and it was okay. Um, he's Ray Palmer's follower, maybe, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the new Adam. But I thought it was really cool that Ted Kord was back. So that was really interesting. So they talk, and we've got Ray Palmer. He's explaining a bunch of stuff, and then Ted Kord's explaining some stuff to Superman, and Mr. Terrific's explaining some stuff, and Superman's just kind of taking it all in, trying to figure out what's going on, and then he senses a presence, and it's Ra's al Ghul and a giant, massive invasion. And so Superman flies out and says, "Bring it, dude, bring it, yo." I'm like, that's so cool. I like that. So it does feel like Superman's kind of not even the main focus of this issue, but I mean, as a whole, I think it's fine. It's not a bad issue. I enjoyed all the cameos; those were fun. I felt like it was some good development with Ra's al Ghul, however you say his name, the villain. I'm sure somebody's going to complain about that. Maybe rightly so. I don't know. I thought it was okay. I didn't have any problems with it. It wasn't an amazing issue. Like, nothing crazy happens, other than Zar amassing a giant army. But other than that, like, I think the cameos were the most exciting part. So seeing Martian Manhunter, Cyborg, Adam Strange kind of surprised me, because I don't know that they've done anything with him since the death of Hawkman. Yeah, so we'll see. And Ted Kord, I was excited to see him, give him some justice there, screen time. Ray Palmer, don't really ever see him, and his Padawan, Henry Choi. I don't know how you say his name. Let me. I was gonna say let me know in the comments, but probably just be writing his name and I'd be like, okay, that doesn't really help me any because I can read his name. I just don't know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna say Choi. Oi. Yeah. Choi. That's my guess. So I enjoyed those. I enjoyed the cameos. Mr. Terrific and whoever the other guy was. Don't know who he is. Looked like just some random guy. Lewis is probably gonna be like, "It was this person. I can't believe you didn't know who he was." I'll be like, "Sorry, man. Now I'll know." It's like the whole She-Hulk incident again. Anyways, let me know. Did you get this comic? Have you been enjoying Venice as much as I have? And I will catch you next time. Peace.